Hi, you guys. This is a video to show you how to graph your height versus shoe size lab information. So in Google Classroom, there's the document height versus shoe size, and it's a Google Sheets document. So you're going to open that up first, and then down at the bottom here, there's a few tabs. So I'm going to work with the example data, but you're going to go to the period of class that you have. So first period, second period, and sixth period. And this is our class data that you shared. So what we're going to do is go ahead and graph. So when we graph, notice we've got our height in centimeters and our feet length in centimeters as well. Sorry, this one is the height in meters. And then our foot length in centimeters. So what we're going to do is grab that data. So I'm going to start at the very top. I'm going to grab the titles and all of the data down to the bottom. I don't want to grab any empty boxes though. So the way that you highlight is you're going to click in the first box that you want and don't let go. You're going to drag it until it's all highlighted, all the data that you want. So it should turn blue. Again, I don't want any blank boxes, so I want to stop right at the bottom there and just collect my data. And I just want that height and foot length data. Then I'm going to go up and I'm going to click Insert, and I want a chart today. So it takes a moment and then it's going to populate your chart. I'm going to make it nice and big so we can see what we're working with. And we see that our data is in a scatter plot. If for some reason it doesn't look like this, maybe you got a bar graph or something, what you want to do is go over to the chart editor here in setup. And right here you can choose the chart type. So you could click here, and again, there's all different options. We want to scatter. Okay, so now we need to do a little bit of editing. And if you highlighted those title boxes, the height and the foot length, you should already have access titles. So here is your height in meters, and here is your foot length in centimeters. If those didn't show up, you can either click on the spot where it should be and add them, or you can go to the customize part of the chart editor and go to the axis and titles, chart axis and titles. The horizontal axis is the one on the bottom. That's our height. You can type it in here. And then if you want to do the vertical axis title, you just have to change in the drop-down menu and you can change that. And ours automatically came up as foot length in centimeters. Finally, the last thing that you can change is the title of the graph. So it automatically is going to come up with what your data is, foot length versus height. But I'm going to maybe change this. I'm going to change mine to trend of height versus foot length. You can change the title. Remember that a title should give you an idea of what you are graphing. So it should be relevant. It should give us information about what the data tells us. Okay, now last part here. At this point, we've got lots of different points, and we've got some that are kind of straight in a line, some that are above, and some that are below. And we need to kind of put in a trend. So remember, the trend is going to tell us, is it directly related? As one goes up, the other goes up. Is it indirectly related? As one goes up, the other goes down, or is there not really a relation? So to do that, we're going to go back over to our chart editor, and we're going to go to the legend box. Oh, sorry. We're going to go to the series box here. And you're going to go down and you're going to click on the box that says trend line. And so it should put a line in your graph. We want to make sure that it is a linear line. You can change the color if you want. You can change the thickness. And then the label, we don't need a label on this one. So this one is just helping us to kind of decide this trend line here. And we can see that it's an upward trend in this specific data. Okay, so now you are ready to do this with your data. So again, you're going to go to the period of class that we have, and you're going to follow these same steps.